Now, welcome back students. According to second law, when the cross takes place between the progeny of F1 generation. So in F1 generation, all progeny are hybrid. So tall, that is the capital T and small t cross tall, capital T and small t, and this is the belonging to F1 generation. F1 generation. Okay. Now, gamete formation, capital T, small t, capital T, small t. Okay. Now, cross, capital T, capital T, capital T, capital T, capital T, small t, capital T, small t, small t, small t, capital T, capital T, capital T, small t, capital T, small t, and small t, small t. Okay? What shows this rule? Characters are not, recessive characters are not disappear due to the cross between dominant and recessive. They remain in the progeny of F1 generation. They remain in the progeny of F1 generation. But they are suppressed by the dominant gene. But they find a chance they will be appear in F2 generation. This generation is F2 generation. This generation is F2 generation. This generation is F2 generation. And this ray diagram represents the Mendel's second law. Okay? Mendel's second law. Why it is called law of purity of gamete? Because we obtain the parents gene or parental characters, pure tall. These will be hybrid tall. Okay? And this is the dwarf, recessive. And these characters will be taken in parent generation. Okay? These are taken in parent generation. So parents are, character of parents appear in the pure form. So it is called law of purity of gamete. Students, now Mendel's third law. Mendel's third law. Third law. Name of Mendel's third law is law of independent assortment. Law of independent assortment. Okay, law of independent assortment. Okay, what is the statement of this law? According to this law, the inheritance of characters, take place independently okay, any character does not disturb the inheritance of other characters. Okay, inheritance of disturb the inheritance of other characters take place. I repeat again. According to this law, the inheritance of characters take place independently and any character does not disturb the inheritance of other characters. Okay, this law can be understood by the Punnet's square method, and in next video we will discuss about the Punnett square method. Okay, students, I repeat again. What is Mendel's first law? Mendel's first law is the law of dominance. Means according to this law, dominant gene will be present or dominant trait will be present in F1 generation. Okay, and while recessive characters or recessive genes genes are not represent itself in F1 generation because they are suppressed by the dominant gene. Okay, and what is the Mendel's second law? Mendel's second law is the law of segregation. Means characters are not mixed. Okay, all the pure characters are segregated in F2 generation. When the cross takes place between the progeny of F1 generation, and that's all the hybrid tall, capital T and small t. As a result of this cross, we obtained the pure tall, hybrid tall, and dwarf in a fixed ratio. Okay, students, the ratio of characters in F2 generation, that is the F2 generation ratio of F2 generation, that will be 1:2:1. Clear? This is the genotypic ratio. Genotypic ratio. Okay, and what is the phenotypic ratio of F2 generation? That will be 3:1. 3:1. Yani 1 is the tall, second hybrid. Though 2 is the two characters are two progenies have hybrid characters, and one will be dwarf. On the basis of gene, the ratio is 1 is the 1:2:1, and on the basis of phenotype, 3 plants are tall, 1 will be dwarf, so ratio will be 3:1. Okay, now in case of second law, it is also called purity of gamete because parent's character of the parent in pure form obtained in F2 generation, means pure tall and dwarf will be obtained in F2 generation. So it is called purity of gamete. And what is the statement of the third law? According to third law, any characters not disturb the inheritance of other characters. The inheritance of characters takes place independently. Students, in next video we will discuss about the Punnett square method. Okay, it is enough for today. Thank you.